As expected, absolutely everyone was shocked by the outcome. The one with the broken leg only confirmed what he already thought. The bully was defeated with just one blow. But not only that, he flew far above everyone and fell to the ground. Maybe he was dead. Enraged, the protagonist says, "Get up." He grabs him by the shirt and says, "Get up now, you idiot. We haven't even started yet." Everyone is scared and horrified by what they're seeing. It was completely different from what they expected. His gaze was fierce, his fist now stained with the blood of those who deserved it. The bully on the ground pleaded for help. Then the protagonist tells him not to be afraid. He won't kill him, just teach him a lesson. He was so cold and calculating that his breath froze the guy's face. "Are you cold? I'm cold." While all this was happening, our prettiest student watched from the top of the school. She merely says that this was as expected. The result was exactly as she planned. That night, something strange was happening. A creature was trying to break into a house. Meanwhile, our protagonist returned home, but was surprised by his only friend, who warns him that he forgot his backpack at school. He also asks if the protagonist is okay, and says he changed a lot in such a short time. Those few words make Ronan go home, reflecting if he really changed. He thinks about what he did today and that he didn't like being violent, but he also doesn't regret it. The creature inside the apartment was searching for something. Then it was surprised by someone opening the door. When Ronan turned on the light, he didn't notice anything different, but the creature was hiding in the ceiling, waiting for the right time. When he seemed distracted, the creature attacked the protagonist. Actually noticed the creature. The demon asks who the protagonist is, and at the same time, Ronan asks who this demon is. They engage in combat. The house is almost destroyed, but Ronan doesn't take any hits. With his cold gaze, he dodges all the attacks, grabs the creature, and effortlessly destroys its arm. The demon, with this, says he's not human. Surprised by this assertion, he tears off its arm. Then the creature flees through the window. Jumping from the building, he thought he was safe, but the human descended without thinking behind the creature, jumping on the fans and finally striking hard. The creature falls heavily to the ground. When it finally lands on the street, he sees that the creature still escaped, but it's severely injured and should be easy to track. The demon wonders who he is and must report this to his leader immediately. There shouldn't be a human like this. As he ran, he was again surprised by the cold-eyed human. Both the demon and we are frightened. The creature's blows are useless. Ronan is now totally different. Calmly, he watches the creature flee, then grabs an umbrella. With his newfound strength, he prepares and throws the object, impaling the creature, which didn't even have a chance to perceive something so fast approaching. The impact was so powerful that the creature was stuck to the wall. Then Ronan approaches. While holding the umbrella, he asks, "Why was it here? Who is he? What did he want?" The creature, with no choice, responds that it's here for sauna. This makes Ronan remember the day his grandmother was attacked, and he doesn't remember how she disappeared. The creature says that the fighters who were sent last month after the woman, none of them reported back or returned. Ronan then asks why his grandmother. The creature replies that it's not his grandmother they're after, but the former general of the guards. So the creature asks if Sana is the boy's grandmother. Angry to learn that they attacked his grandmother, he doesn't respond to why they're doing this. The creature shouts that they're searching for the key. She has the key, so can send them to retrieve it. With a cold and now hateful look, he asks where the other demons who attacked his grandmother are. The creature responds from the other side of the portal and asks if he shouldn't know since he's also a demon. With this assertion, Ronan says that's nonsense. How could he be a demon, a creature? Then the demon shouts angrily and says, "Look at yourself. How can you say you're not a creature? Are you sure you're not human? Look at your hands. Would a human do that?" Unsettled by these words, Ronan observes a piece of mirror on the floor and his distorted reflection. What he sees makes him doubt. Could what he's saying be true? Could he not be human? What's happening to him? Ronan wonders if he's a creature at that moment. While he was distracted, the creature took advantage and fled. He didn't even notice someone walking through the alleys in the rain and, tired from work, asks why a man is without an umbrella. Fortunately, he was just startled by the appearance because the demon simply fled through the sewers. Meanwhile, Ronan ran through the rain. He He was completely aimless that he even fell. A mother and her son ask if the young man is okay. The child, afraid, says his face, "Mom, it's different." And indeed, this person's eyes are not normal. Trying to hide his appearance, he simply doesn't respond and runs. Meanwhile, in the underworld, abyssal creatures and storm rays tear through the skies. This is the place beyond the portal in the demon world. The creature managed to return and brings news, the first scout returning with information. One of the demon deer tells him to report to the leader what he discovered. The creature reports that Sana is dead. There's no trace of her in the human world, but he found a boy. That man has the characteristics of that traitor. They question why he didn't bring that young man. The embarrassed creature replies that it was impossible. The power difference was too great. Would he be defeated by a mere human? But the demon insists that wasn't human. His breath was colder than the most powerful demons. Upon hearing these words, the person before shows interest. This is Demon General Chin. He approaches and asks if he's correct in the information he described. The creature insists that he would never dare to lie to his general. It was as if his body burned with the boy's breath. Upon hearing this, the general simply eliminates the demon. His red and cold eyes show no mercy in eliminating a faithful servant who returned with the wrong news. This scares even his most loyal guard. The Demon King says to never say that again. Someone with breath so cold it burns like fire? That's nonsense. Finally, the one sitting on the throne rises, and this man reflects on the messenger's words. Cold fire and the trail of the missing son. Then he says that the descendant of the first king is alive. Since the beginning of time, humans and monsters have been constantly at war. The imbeciles have been fighting humans since medieval times. The breach of passage between the two worlds was expanded at a certain time, and countless victims were stained with blood. Suddenly, all the passages leading to the human world were closed after the war. Since then, millennia had passed, and for humans, demons had become legends or myths of antiquity. But no matter how much time passes, these borders will eventually crack again. All these entrances that were sealed by someone will be opened again. Humanity will perish. We return to the human world. Our protagonist ran to the police station. The police found footage of his grandmother after the period she disappeared, who was indeed Ronan's grandmother. The police questioned if his grandmother was sick because where she was filmed was a place where people buy medicine. This makes him remember that his grandmother gave him medicine, those black pills from the beginning of the story. He then asks the police to send the address by email and rushes to the same location as the footage. He went to investigate because if his grandmother bought the specific medicines from someone, maybe that person knew more information. After much searching, he found it. This was where his grandmother bought those black pills. "Who are you?" He only mentions his grandmother's name, and upon hearing these words, the man tells him to wait here, and after waiting a few seconds, the protagonist realized the man had fled, so he decided to chase after him. For some reason, the merchant abandoned his shop, so Ronan pursued him through vehicles and walls. The man couldn't be faster than the little creature Ronan, so he decided to attack. But upon hearing it was his grandma, the man stopped doubtfully. He asks what the boy said. He repeated that Sana was my grandma and she bought this for him. Surprised, the man now decided to talk. This is medicine with many side effects. Its purpose is to prevent demonic powers from appearing. He explains that demons who escaped from the underworld here have weak powers. They take this medicine to disguise themselves among humans. This makes the protagonist wonder if what his grandma was doing meant he was also a demon. So could he really not be human? Meanwhile, the merchant wondered if this was the child Santa brought through the rift between the human and demon worlds. Our boy asks him to tell about his grandma's story. The man explains that Sana was the greatest warrior of the demon kingdom, and so she was the general of the royal guard and served the empress. One day, an act against the will of the heavens occurred. The king's younger brother, Kume, had created an army and invaded the palace, and that was the beginning of terrible days. Many tried to protect the king and became mere ashes, lost forever. In the end, the king and queen fell. Kum sacrificed thousands of his brother's followers to take the throne. Only a few survivors of the old king managed to escape to a human world and hide here. So for centuries, some demons live among humans. After a while in hiding, Sana found him. Kum sent fighters to hunt them down, and the old man thought the boy was one of them. Our boy asks if that's why the old man fled, that he was an envoy of Kum. The answer is yes. Furthermore, the old man explains he's a fugitive demon and knows they're trying to take something that the boy's grandmother has. So when she stopped coming, he got worried. He didn't know what had happened. So the old man asks, did something happen to her? This brings sadness to Ronan because he has to inform that his dear grandma died. He then warns that those people won't give up. They'll continue sending people to hunt down folks like them, especially the protagonist. These words make Ronan angry because in the end, it was all about him. Later, on top of a building, he questions to himself his own existence as a human or a demon. Didn't matter. However, the most valuable thing he had, they took away. So now he won't hide anymore. They'll pay with their lives, and that's all that matters to him now. Meanwhile, in the demon world, they search for survivors and say that no one returned alive. It truly is why it's called the Passage of Death. The two demons say that humans are arrogant. They think just because they can't pass now, they're safe. They assert that they'll conquer the human world without suffering any harm as soon as the passage is open. The black-haired boy with red eyes says that Sana surely left the key to this passage for the deceased son of the former king. The current Demon King says that this child is the opportunity they have, so he orders chaos to be given to the soldiers and send them to find the child. Now we return to Ronan's house. He searches among his missing grandmother's belongings and precious memories. A picture of the two catches his eye. He says that no matter where she came from, how old she is, she'll always be special to him. Ronan tucks the photo into his coat and says she'll always be the same grandma he's always had, on his first day of school. After that confrontation with the bald bully, rumors spread that he had defeated the person everyone hates, and because of that, people who used to ignore him are now friendly with him. Ronan doesn't understand why this is happening, so the boy who used to talk to him says things have changed. Before, nobody had the courage to face that person and avoided him to not be targets, to now they'll never have to see Song Tune again. The girl, who you guys find very pretty, approaches and tells Ronan that he should meet her after school. Our protagonist asks why he should. However, his friend forces him to say he'll meet her. He even congratulates him now. Ronan is a normal student, has a normal life, and maybe he'll get a girlfriend. Meanwhile, we see elsewhere the angry bald bully taking out his anger on others. They wonder why everyone is gossiping so much. How dare they spread the news that he got beaten up? The boy with the broken leg asks if they're going to do the same to the protagonist with a dark look. He questions if they have something against him. His friends respond no. Then the ugly bald boy says that a dog that bites people must be put down. Their plan was to corner Ronan's only friend and say they want to meet with Ronan to apologize. The boy refuses, and then he gets slapped. Irritated, the horrible bald one asks if he's sure of what he's saying. He gives a few more arguments in the belly to convince him to obey. Finally, the last argument was in his hand. To his surprise, something unexpected happens. The boy, even though humiliated, retaliates and tries to hit the bully's face. Perhaps he no longer wanted to take a beating without fighting back. Being challenged once again leaves him so furious that he retaliates with full force against the defenseless student. Meanwhile, Ronan was in the classroom thinking about the events in the demon world and then realizes that his friend who went to the bathroom is taking too long to return. Furthermore, the bullies are not in the room when he went out to look. Fearing the worst, his friend returned, but despite his appearance, he doesn't say what happened, just that he was skipping class. The boy insists on not telling Ronan that they asked to meet him because he knows it's a trap. At the protagonist's insistence, his friend reveals that he fought with them, but it's nothing serious. They weren't even that strong because he managed to punch the bully. Determined to do the opposite of what his friend wanted, Ronan decides to go meet them. Not because his friend warned that they want this, but to ensure that they don't touch innocent people anymore. The boy didn't want to let him go, but acknowledges and says that Ronan has changed thanks to Ronan. He realized that if he doesn't fight back, he'll become a punching bag. So because of that, he wants to become strong too. So he won't be a punching bag, even though his friend is smiling while saying he fought back. Ronan knows that anyone who goes through this can't be happy. It's terrifying. Remember the pretty girl, Luna? She had asked to talk to him after class, but now he tells her that he has something more important to do and goes to meet the bullies again. The girl somehow understands the situation that's happening. Something strange happens at the same time. Hooded figures in front of the school. The students don't understand who these people are and what they're doing at the school. The bullies took Ronan to an abandoned place. They say that if he's not a coward, he should go without fear inside. Ronan was willing to talk, but he was attacked from behind. Meanwhile, in the school, the hooded men were looking for something. They sniffed and sniffed, tracking their target. The students had no idea of the danger they were in. Returning to the abandoned shed at the school, they missed the surprise attack. Ronan dodged and started to fight back and defeat the students easily. He kicked an iron bar so hard that it got stuck in the ceiling. Ronan knocked out the others with just one blow. Even though they were scared, they continued to attack, and everyone was defeated. The bald guy, scared, didn't understand what was happening. How could that failure again defeat everyone with just one blow? Ronan then looked at him coldly and called him to come closer. Now we know he's a total coward. The bald guy thinks about grabbing the bottle to use to attack, threatening that now he won't leave here alive. Our boy wasn't afraid, however, this fight was interrupted because something was happening at the school. The monsters revealed themselves and started attacking the students. The abyssal creatures, in search of their prey and his scent, attacked everything in front, including his friend. The two noticed the screams of the panicked students, and Ronan also felt the presence of demons on the premises. Worried about the others, he turned his back on his enemy. Then, without mercy, he attacked him from behind. Even in this cowardly way, Ronan realized in time and closed the door, preventing the attack. Our boy simply said, if they don't want to die, everyone stay in there because something dangerous is happening. Ronan ordered him to shut up. Now furious, the idiot bald guy was determined to kill him in revenge for the humiliations. When the teachers noticed the noises and went to ask why the students were making so much noise, they caught sight of the scene of their students being silenced forever in front of them. The creatures attacked everything in front, including the teachers. Everything was a target. In search of the key, Luna was in another part of the school that hadn't been attacked by the demons yet. Then she finally heard that the other side of the school was being invaded by monsters. Quickly, upon hearing this, she ran towards the location. While everyone else was fleeing, she ran towards the monsters, facing the first demon. She dodged with precision. Using a weapon on her leg, she sliced the creature. Jumping over it, the overpowered princess grabbed the creature by the neck, pulling the line tightly, and the creature was eliminated. This perverted creature was sniffing the student's neck. His friends, afraid of the situation, simply abandoned him. Another innocent student would be unjustly eliminated. However, Ronan appeared and triggered the fire alarm. With that, the monsters finally identified their prey and attacked him. His intention was to escape and lure the creatures away from the other students. Along the way, the bully wanted to ambush the protagonist for revenge, but without him noticing, the creature grabbed him and threatened the protagonist. Keep running or he dies. If I were the protagonist, I wouldn't obey. I'd let that trash be eliminated. The idiot student was now screaming for help. Don't just stand there, help me! At that moment, Ronan asks, why should he help? Upon hearing those words, terror flashes on the bully's face as the creature lifted its prey in the air. He screamed that he made a mistake. He regrets it and pleads to be saved. In his last seconds of life, he noticed that Ronan disappeared. He thought he fled, but in seconds, Ronan hit the creature, freeing the bully. Without wasting time, he delivered blow after blow, a force so powerful that it even destroyed the wall. This force the bully had just witnessed, the boy he wanted to get revenge on, is powerful in a way that can't be imagined possible. The result of this fight was the bully trembling in fear after being certain that the creature was defeated. Terrified, he asks, is Ronan a human? Perhaps the protagonist had doubts about it, but he would say yes. But before he could answer that, another creature is thrown against the wall. Upon checking, the student is beautiful in constant battle against the creatures I'd love to see under that skirt. Ronan wonders how she is so powerful. Then the girl turns her attention back to the two. Seeing that they are there standing still, she says, why are they so useless? And then she jumps and steps on the bully's face, leaving him unconscious on the ground. She tells Ronan that she will take care of those who were inside. He must escape from the building, so they will go after the protagonist. Initially, Ronan doesn't understand why. She asks if he's an idiot and hasn't realized yet that the monsters are after him, so if he leaves here, they will follow. At that moment, the protagonist had several questions to ask the girl, but dozens of monsters appear in the hallway, and she shouts for him to be quick to flee to the school gym. Determined to resolve the situation, he jumps out the window and runs to the gym. Upon arriving there, he looks back and asks why none of them are following. To his surprise, they jump out the window. With so many attacking at once, he can barely defend himself, being pressed by the creatures, a disgusting drool dripping onto his face, until the girl's wire catches the monsters and they are pulled away and eliminated against the wall. Ronan asks who she is and how she can fight so well against these monsters. Luna replies that those questions will have to wait. They have more urgent things to do because the monsters have started to invade the location in droves. Now there are dozens and dozens of creatures. The two are cornered at a total disadvantage. The monsters begin to merge, transforming into a colossal creature full of eyes. This bizarre transformation gives them time to hide as the creature is distracted for a few seconds. Ronan wonders how they managed to deal with something that big. Luna then says she has an idea and tells him about it. Right after that, the creature realizes that the girl is calling out, shouting that he is hideous and noisy. The initiative to attack with that giant hand is deadly. He intended to grab the overpowered princess and crush her with just one hand. Then she dodges and makes the giant curtain fall under the creature, leaving it blinded. Looking up, she says it's his turn now. Ronan, hanging from the roof, uses something else. He can tear off the iron structure from the roof and falls onto the creature, using that giant mantle to attack. Meanwhile, inside the school, all the students were wiped out. A different creature with a dark aura walked with a student in its arm. Peering through the window, he noticed something strange inside that gym. Perhaps it was the one he needed on the sports court. The giant creature was defeated. It was impaled on the ground with a giant medal. Luna and Ronan watched to make sure it would be eliminated. Our boy questioned if his grandmother also turned into ashes like this demon. Luna then said it's better for them to go to a safe place. But before they left, Ronan heard a scream. It was his only friend's voice at the gym door. He was bleeding. Our boy ran towards his friend, asking if he's okay, why he's bleeding. Luna noticed the shadow at their feet and said that this darkness isn't normal. He questioned its importance. Then his friend started screaming in pain, so he ignored her warning and helped his friend. Just as the girl warned, something happened. A shadow loomed behind them, and a demon was ready to attack. The eerie creature pierced its giant hand through the two boys. Luna screamed for Ronan, but unfortunately, they both fell. The glasses boy and Ronan are going to die. This feeling is the same as the day he lost his grandmother. Will he go through this again? Losing someone important, memories rushed forcefully into his mind as Luna screamed for Ronan. He remembered his happy moments with his grandmother, all the moments that warmed his heart. On his birthday, he wished to live forever happily with his grandmother. His happy memories have now turned terrifying. His grandmother is no longer in this world. His happiness is gone. He tries to touch her arm one more time, and she turns into ashes before departing into his memories as well. She tells Ronan to protect the entrances to the other world. These memories and anger awaken in him a hidden power he didn't know how to use. Blue flames emanate from all sides of his body, worrying the demon and frightening Luna. The girl and the demon are sure Ronan is not the same as before. With just one step, he freezes everything around him. His icy breath is capable of freezing even the souls of the worst demons. After freezing the creature in front of him, he shatters it into pieces, and thus it is eliminated. After doing this, he faints. Much later, he wakes up in an unknown place. Someone treated his wounds, and this bed smells good. Did the girl take him to her bed? As he exits the room and walks through the luxurious house, he notices sharp steel bars on the windows. After passing through the first door, he finds a complete arsenal with all kinds of possible weapons. This house couldn't be normal. Are these weapons exaggerated? When he notices someone approaching, he lurks and grabs an axe to attack. Ronan prepares to attack, and for a moment he was ready to eliminate anything. However, the creature was our overpowered princess. Will he eliminate her? After a few minutes, he was looking at a suspiciously shaped painting in the house. Apparently, awakening forbidden powers comes with a stamina penalty. When she finally got ready and came down to talk to him, our main character started to wonder, who is this girl and how can she fight so well? Luna comments that, to be honest, she thought he would have died that day. Even after those injuries, she still thinks he could die at any moment. She sits on the couch and then says it's amazing he's alive. Our protagonist says he doesn't remember anything that happened before. The girl, in a pose that distracts her narrator, says it's good he doesn't remember. After talking for some more time, Ronan then thanks her for saving his life. She then says that a little while ago he was so aggressive towards the person who saved his life. Our demon boy wants to know what happened to Yuan Yang, his friend, who was stabbed along with him in the chest. Luna, then smiling, says she knew he would ask about that. She replies that he is fine and being treated in a safe place. Our hero asks if that's really true. The girl says yes, and then Ronan starts crying in front of her without caring about appearances. He says it's a true relief to hear that. The girl seems like she doesn't understand this kind of emotion because he's crying. Then Ronan changes his expression and asks, "Who was Luna, really? I got scared. I bet you did too." They stare at each other for a few seconds and say nothing, and after an awkward silence, she gets up and says she's hungry, and how about a race before eating? Ronan had no response. Then the girl says it's his fault. It's because she couldn't eat since last night. She gets up and prepares to leave. The girl yells, "Why is he doing this? Where is he going?" Ronan then says he can't stay in someone's house. He doesn't even know. Luna then intervenes. She says he's in a sensitive condition. He can't leave here because he doesn't even know if he'll live until tomorrow. He's only leaving this house if he gets past her. Ronan then gets irritated and almost hits the girl's face, trying to strike. The wound in his chest reopens with her fierce look. She says that's what she was talking about. She throws him to the ground and asks if he thinks he's capable of defeating her even in a normal state. He laments to Luna because his grandmother died. All his family is gone now. The school kids are injured because of him. Luna makes it clear that now she'll be his guardian. This astonishes our protagonist. Luna warns that as of now, he is her guest. She prepared something for them to eat, but it seems like what she prepared is burning, and it really seems like everything got burned. So is he going to eat? The girl then starts complaining. Since yesterday she couldn't eat because she had to help someone, and now when he finally made a special meal, she burned it because he was arguing with someone. Embarrassed, Ronan asks if she has any ingredients left. Then our hero starts showing off his incredible cooking skills. He's more powerful in the kitchen than on the battlefield. In a few minutes, he prepared an amazing meal for them. He said his grandmother taught him to cook, as he should be independent. Luna is curious if he was close to his grandmother. He replies yes, very close. And apparently our girl doesn't know what it's like to be close to someone. Then she asks what was she like, while the two mysterious teenagers that I really want to be a couple talk.